Think all ships look the same? Think again. Some tilt vertically, others carry oil rigs like toys, and one was built to disappear completely. These aren't just vessels. They're floating anomalies from the edge of human imagination. This isn't just a list. It's a countdown into the most bizarre ships ever seen, and number 3 will blow your mind. Let's get into it. Number 15, City of St. Petersburg. This isn't your typical cargo ship. It's a spaceship in disguise. The City of St. Petersburg, built by a Japanese shipbuilding team in 2010, was designed with an airplane-style rounded nose that slices through the wind like a jet at sea. This futuristic profile cuts wind resistance by half, drastically improving fuel efficiency on every voyage. But beauty meets brawn here. This steel giant stretches over 140 meters and can carry a staggering 2,000 vehicles in one go. More than just a transport vessel, it's a statement of innovation and a proud winner of Ship of the Year. When it docks, heads turn. Number 14, MPI Adventure. Towering above the waves like a mechanical colossus, the MPI Adventure is on a mission far greater than itself, fighting climate change. Its bizarre structure, filled with massive cranes and towering legs, allows it to stabilize in the open sea while installing gigantic wind turbines. These aren't small parts. Each blade is longer than a football field. And yet, this ship handles them like a pro, planting them deep in the ocean floor to harness clean energy for Europe. It might look like a floating jungle gym, but it's changing the world, one turbine at a time. Number 13, the Lun-class Ekranoplan. This isn't a ship, this isn't a plane, this is a monster that was built to haunt the sea and conquer the sky. The Lun-class Ekranoplan, also called the Caspian Sea Monster, was designed to fly just a few feet above the water, using ground effect to glide at over 300 miles per hour. Armed with 6 massive missiles and invisible to radar, it was built to strike fast and vanish low before anyone could react. It was a floating war machine, too fast to catch, too strange to believe. But it was also too ambitious. The Soviet Union only built one. It now rests, rusting on a beach, looking like a crashed alien spaceship. Even in silence, the Lun-class remains one of the most mind-blowing and terrifying machines to ever skim the sea. Number 12, Blue Marlin. What do you do when you need to move a ship, or even an entire oil rig? You call the Blue Marlin. This 217-meter floating platform is unlike anything else on the water. It can lower itself into the ocean, allow colossal structures to float on board, and then lift them up like cargo on a shelf. It has carried other ships, oil rigs, and even military hardware across continents. The ship's hull is designed to sink just enough to let the cargo float into position. Then it resurfaces, lifting that massive load with incredible balance and strength. Watching it in action feels like watching an aircraft carrier do weightlifting. It's that surreal. Number 11, Nevis. The Nevis is so massive, it's hard to wrap your head around. Once the largest ship ever constructed, it dwarfs skyscrapers like the Empire State Building in length. It was born to transport one thing: oil, lots of it. In a single trip, it could haul over 4 million barrels, enough to power an entire city. Weighing 564,000 tons, it wasn't just big, it was unstoppable. Its massive hull stretched over 458 meters, nearly half a kilometer. Through decades of service, it changed names and owners, but the legend of this floating titan remained. Even in retirement, it was too big to be scrapped in one piece. Number 10, RP Flip. At first glance, it looks like a broken ship, but then something incredible happens. The RP Flip, short for Floating Instrument Platform, literally tips upright into the water. It flips vertically, with only the nose poking above the waves, while the rest stands like a floating tower. Why? Because it becomes a stable listening post for oceanographers studying wave motion, sound, and marine life. When standing, it's completely silent, unaffected by surface chop. It can drift or be anchored, but either way, it offers a unique environment for sound-based experiments. Watching it rotate and disappear beneath the surface is like watching science fiction come to life. Number 9. Vanguard. The Vanguard looks like something from a futuristic shipyard, but it serves a surprisingly practical purpose, carrying other ships and massive structures like dry docks across oceans. This semi-submersible ship has a deck the size of 2 football fields and can carry up to 110,000 tons. What makes it fascinating is its self-submerging ability. It fills ballast tanks to dip below the surface, lets cargo float over its deck, and then resurfaces with its payload firmly in place. The engineering precision needed to balance such weight while on the open sea is mind-blowing. It's the heavyweight champion of marine logistics. Number 8. Chikyu. At first glance, the Chikyu might look like a typical drilling rig or research vessel, but hidden beneath its steel skeleton is a tool of scientific wonder. It holds the world record for the deepest undersea drilling, reaching up to 7,000 meters below the seabed. Built by Japan with earthquake research in mind, this ship drills into the Earth's crust to gather samples and detect seismic activity. Its findings could literally help predict and mitigate future disasters. But that's not all. The samples it retrieves also offer clues about life deep beneath the ocean, potentially pointing toward future underwater living or even clues to our planet's formation. Number 7. Nexans Skagerrak. This ship may not scream excitement at first glance, but it's one of the most essential pieces of global infrastructure you've never heard of. The Nexans Skagerrak lays undersea cables that power cities and connect continents, literally bringing electricity and internet to the modern world. With the capacity to carry 7,000 tons of cable and deploy it across thousands of kilometers, it's like a giant sewing machine for the ocean floor. Without this ship and others like it, your power, your data, and even your Zoom calls would go dark. Number 6. CCS, the Hydrogen Giant. Forget crude oil, this ship carries the fuel of tomorrow. The CCS is designed to transport massive quantities of liquid hydrogen, and it does it in glowing, high-pressure spherical tanks that look straight out of a sci-fi movie. Each tank holds 40,000 cubic meters, making this the largest ship of its kind in the world. Why so much hydrogen? That part remains speculative. Clean energy projects, maybe even military-grade uses. But one thing's certain. Watching this vessel glide through the sea with orbs of volatile hydrogen strapped to its back is as haunting as it is hypnotic. Number 5. SonVitus. This strange-looking ship isn't designed for speed or cargo. It's built to house people. Specifically, it's a floating dormitory for oil rig workers stationed far from shore. Called a Floatel, the SonVitus reduces the need for costly and dangerous helicopter transport and gives workers a place to sleep, eat, and recharge. Its oddly shaped design makes sense when you realize it's all about stability and space. It's not luxurious, but when you're hundreds of miles from land, this ship is a floating sanctuary. Number 4. Lun Constellation. Don't let the chaotic appearance fool you. The Lun Constellation is a record setter. This heavily geared up ship lays pipes along the ocean floor faster than nearly any vessel on Earth. Those pipes are crucial for transporting oil, gas, and water between continents, often in dangerous or deep-sea conditions. The ship's cranes and modules allow it to operate like a robotic construction site, laying mile after mile of infrastructure beneath the sea. It's not pretty, but it's incredibly powerful. Number 3. USS Zumwalt. It looks like it was teleported from the year 2150, but the USS Zumwalt is very real. This futuristic stealth destroyer is built to be invisible on radar. Its sharp angles and boxy frame reflect radar signals away, making it appear smaller or vanish entirely. Equipped for land attack, anti-air, and anti-submarine missions, it's the most advanced warship the U.S. Navy has ever launched. While its development came with controversy over costs, there's no denying that the Zumwalt is a vision of future warfare gliding through today's oceans. Number 2. Aranui 5. At first glance, the Aranui 5 seems like a regular luxury cruise liner, decked out with pools, suites, and palm-fringed itineraries, but it's also a working cargo ship. As it sails across the remote islands of French Polynesia, it delivers vital supplies like food, fuel, and construction materials to communities cut off from modern ports. It's a hybrid like no other, part vacation dream, part lifeline. The Aranui 5 proves that beauty and utility can sail side by side. Number 1. Sea Shadow. Built in secrecy during the Cold War, the Sea Shadow was the Navy's top-secret experiment in stealth sea warfare. With sharp, angular lines and a profile designed to bounce radar away, this ghostly ship was meant to slip through enemy waters undetected. But despite its radical design, it never saw active service. Its instability in rough seas made it impractical. Eventually declassified and dismantled, it remains one of the most fascinating failures in naval history, and a blueprint for stealth technology we still use today.